Alright, ladies and gents, I'm playing some warships tonight. Tanks not so hot, planes weren't so hot, so I decided I'm going to jump over and play some ships. And the last game of the night, I played my Kamikaze. This thing is still broke as fuck, as far as I'm concerned, at tier 5. So fun to play. If you don't have one of these, if they ever come up for sale, go buy one, because they are just a blast to play. You get a great captain on this thing, and it's just a riot. Unfortunately, Warships was the same sorry old game as tanks and warplanes tonight. Yeah, winning was hard, very hard. And I actually only played 2 games of Warships, and this was my last. And I was just like, you know what? Yeah, I'm done for the night. It's time to go to bed. Before I, lose it. Oh, the teams. So, we're off. And, with a 5.4 detection range, 7 kilometer torpedoes, this thing can, it can lay down a ton of damage relatively quickly. We got 4 battleships, 4 cruisers, 3 destroyers. Pretty even matchup, and of course we have one of those cursed CVs. But hey, whatever, I guess, right? So, moving on down here, and if you ever watch any of my destroyer videos, I absolutely prefer to be out in open water. I hate these little channel maps. I just absolutely hate them. I don't like with a bunch of rocks. Don't like a bunch of little islands. It can be just an absolute pain. You never know when you come around the edge of the island what you're going to find, and that kind of stuff. And it's just like I said, maybe it's a destroyer thing. I don't know. Got a Yubari over here, and I believe another Phoenix. I got another Phoenix off to the south of me, and he's kind of wandering off a little bit out into the open. I also got a battleship down south. It's looking a little bit interesting here. Battleships to the 1-2 line. That's actually where most of their battleships have clustered, is off to the north on the 1-2. So I was thinking, let's see what we can find out here. I'm just going to try to keep this Yubari lit as long as I can for the friendly guys. And I have a T-22 over here. So I was thinking, alright, so there's an Kamikaze and a T-22, and between the two of us, we should have a pretty good chance of wrecking his shit if we were together. Unfortunately, he got spotted and currently on his way to getting wrecked himself. Luckily, nothing had actually even hit him yet. Surprise, surprise. And he finally smokes up. Unfortunately, he's leaving a absolute charmed life that he's still alive there. But he smoked, backed up out of the torpedoes. Kamikaze had dropped a spread right where he was sitting. But unfortunately, by pulling out like that, he actually ended up getting spotted again. So yeah, it's an interesting start to the match already. I was really, really hoping that this T-22 is going to come with me, and we're going to see if we can mess up with this, the Kamikaze. And that's about the time I saw the Yubari coming through here. And I was like, yeah, let's see what we can do here. So I know he's right on my tail here. I'm going to drop some torpedoes over there, put a little spread up there, see what he's going to do. He ain't got a whole lot of hit points, so I'm just going to smoke up here and back up a little bit, hopefully, and see what that does for me. He puts a little bit of damage into me, and I'm thinking to myself, alright, come on, torps. And, yeah, one of them ghost torpedoes. Put a nice round into him, and I got torpedoes up in 13, so I wasn't terribly worried about it. He's charging straight at me. But he's also coming around the corner on a battleship and 2 more cruisers. So it's looking pretty decent for me, even if he thinks he can get close enough to do any damage here. But I got torpedoes inbound. I'm going to try to get a few more damage on him. That Kamikaze was still sitting off to the left, and the Yubari bites the big one. So I'm going to sit in my smoke here for a little bit, wait till the airplanes move off, and see what I can do. Somehow the Yubari gets off a load of torpedoes and takes out a cruiser. Yeah, that's my luck. So, didn't actually realize at this point that we were lost all of our DD drivers. They're kind of like scout tanks in World of Tank. You know, I mean, you have to stay alive as long as you can in a destroyer, which isn't always easy, especially with the amount of aircraft that are flying around and all that kind of shit. So, got my first target up here on the Texas. I'm going to pop it as soon as I get around the corner here, and then I'm going to try to get the hell out of here. I was probably a little too close for it, and yeah, he's going to be within spotting range here shortly. Luckily, he wasn't really paying a whole lot of attention, and I was able to give him my stern and make the corner. And I actually, at some point, I actually thought maybe he was just going to slow down and maybe hump that island for a while, but nope, didn't work out. So, get 1, 2, 3 torpedo hits off of him. Puts me up to 34,000 damage, and I make it around the corner, and I don't take a big one to the face. He's probably pissed, but you know, what are you gonna do? So, got the island between him and me. I got a battleship in full retreat. He's heading toward somewhere. The other battleship off to my behind, he's making a charge up the middle. Both battleships are making a charge up the middle. We got 2 cats way over on the 9-10 line. I don't know if they're looking for something or what. Oh, goodness gracious. So I got the Texas here, got the Phoenix here, and I was really hoping that the Phoenix was going to actually move ahead here a little bit. So I was kind of laying out torpedoes ahead of him, thinking that he might make around that corner. But he's a little wilier than he looks. He's actually backing. He started backing up right there. So it didn't work out. Didn't work out like I planned. But I'm in battleship country, and I got nothing over here to worry about too much. The planes are gone, so that gives me a Koenig and the Texas once again, and I'm going to be loaded in 13. We're just going to see what we can do here. Trying to keep the eyes on them. Hopefully, we're going to get a little bit of help here. Carrier finally got his planes reloaded. Our battleships decided that they wanted to contest the cap with another destroyer. That didn't work out too hot. So I got the Texas coming across mid here, and I'm just going to wait and see what he does here. He's changing direction plus speed. And this is kind of always one of them, you know, you're kind of, yeah, let's see what we can do here. See if we can actually hit him. So we'll leave one on that setting. I'm pretty sure, like I said, I'm not terribly sure what his plan is, and I spread the torps out a little bit here just to see if I can get him with one of these spreads here. It's hard, like I said, you never know. Changing direction, changing speed, what I can hit, what I can't hit. So, Flavius Primus, your wily cat, and I do believe, I think I missed this entire spread, or did I get one? No, I got actually, you know what? I did get him all. He does take all of them to the face, or 2 of them to the face, and able to knock out that battleship. Right now, we are sitting totally not good. The Phoenix decides to go one-on-one with the Kohlberg. I got a Koenig, a Phoenix, and a Danae that are currently heading into my cap here. So, we're going to see what's happening. Cruiser's a little more difficult. I'm going to put one on his path, and then one where he might likely turn the corner here and come into the cap. Hopefully that he's going to turn into that set of torpedoes. You never know. That's the problem with cruisers. Yeah, he didn't turn. He just kept on rolling where he was. So, didn't work out too hot for that spread. But you kind of got to take a chance there. And you can only predict these guys so much when they're changing speed and directions as much as they do. But 5.4 detection range, I can play this game all day long. He rolls up into my cap here, and we're just going to lay out a nice spread here, right on target. He is really close, and I turn away trying to get out from the cap. So, I'm going to put a little speed on. Kind of want to get a separation between him and me. And of course, his turn, I didn't compensate for his speed change, and I'm just a little behind on the torpedo spread. That's alright. Torpedo's up in 10. That's what's nasty about these, the Kamikaze, the Kamikaze, all them, is that ridiculous reload time on their torpedoes. Relatively easy. And he's also interested in my carrier. So, hey, you know what? Yeah, we'll see what we can do with another spread. Space him out a little bit better here. And now I'm going to switch back to HE because I'm going to get spotted here as he gets a little closer. Which is alright, because I would really like him to focus more on me than my carrier. So, he moves around, he sees me. Yep, there we go. Catch him on fire, put a nice 2,600 damage onto him. I got smoke up, so I'm just going to smoke her up right here and see what happens. And, yeah, he got a little too focused on me and the carrier, and wasn't changing direction and whatnot. So, pull back out. He'd actually got a plane up, so, oof. Got an incoming Matsuki, and this will be interesting. I'm still sitting at about 9,500, so I got about, not quite twice his health, so I'm not feeling too bad here. Turning away, I'm trying to get out of range. About that time I decided, yeah, you know what, screw it. And he lays on the brakes. Wow. He picks up the torpedo spread, what his planes do. So I'm actually just dumping one set tier just to keep him from coming at me. He's going to have to go around the island. Yeah, we're going to see what happens here. So he's on the run. Turn him back around. And I got I believe the Koenig coming in here to cap. Carrier pilot decides he's going to be a dick. Sticks a bunch of planes over top of me. This game actually probably would have turned out a little bit better for me if I wouldn't have been dogged by the planes most of the game. The carrier pilot knew what he was up to. He set these planes on top of me quite a bit. So makes a drop on me with the torpedoes. Leaves the carrier alone, which is alright, working out kind of nice for me that way. At least I still have his planes. The other battleship, he didn't get the memo about being left unescorted, and he's currently out there wrangling himself a destroyer one-on-one. So, I got the Koenig into my cap. The other Isukaze finishes off the Texas. So now it's just me and the carrier, and we're against 6 ships. So let's see what we can do here. Koenig's coming in. He's actually going right through the cap, which is kind of fun. It's kind of surprising. We're going to look here and see what happens. Got a nice spread on him. He actually didn't do much of any turning, left, right, forward, whatever. And it's still kind of an oddball angle that I was trying to hit at that. I wish I would have gone over a little bit further and tried to get a little bit better of a angle on him for torpedo spread. But hey, you don't always get what you want, right? So he's making a hard turn here to the south. I got the carrier down here. Carrier's working. Thank goodness he's working on his on the cruiser. He didn't seem to spread out his planes too much, and he didn't pick up the destroyer that is currently making a run on him. But right now I'm trying to knock out the big targets. The Danae is sitting at about 4,300, and this Koenig is sitting at about 35. So I'm going to drop another spread of torpedoes on that, and hope to see what we're going to get out of it. And I'm running. I can't help that carrier too much more. Yeah, it's just going to end up being not a happy time for me. So get 1, 2, 3. Take off another big chunk off the Koenig. And the Musuki, of course, finishes off the boat. So now it's 1 versus 6. Yay. Excuse me. And the Koenig's, he's looking for me. He's got about 11,000, 12,000 hit points there. And he's making a run at me. Once again, 30-some-second, 32-second reload, I don't really have a problem with dropping torpedoes everywhere. Kind of like a little bit of a moving mine, I guess you could say. He's actually got a little bit wild. He got a little bit smarter after this one, the last few times that I nailed him. So he actually turns around, heads back into the island. Their carrier pilot, of course, gets the planes up over top of me, and this, of course, kind of makes it a little more difficult for me to win this game here. I don't have much choice with bombers and torpedo planes trying to make a play for me. So most everything else is out of range, and I just have me pretty much mean against the Koenig right now, and I need to get him knocked out because I don't have much else. I really don't have much choice here. So come around the corner. There's the Koenig. Turn into him. He's got AP fire loaded. He misses all of his shots. And I also know I have a torpedo plane about ready to drop torpedoes on me. So I'm going to make one pass here. Throw that one up. And then I'm going to throw one behind a little bit. And hopefully if he starts to slow down, I might pick up that second spread. So torpedoes are all over me. Or torpedo planes are on top of me. And I finish off the battleship. Put me up to 3 kills and 118k. Just squeak through that set of torps. Got the Matsuki and the Isukaze are trying to make a run on me here. Of course, if their plane's over, it really doesn't matter. I can't really stay out of view anyway. So at least he's not reloading his torpedo planes, so I might have a chance here. Hopefully have a chance here. Torpedoes are up. Now I know they're in the general vicinity here behind me. So what you do see here, and all I'm doing is just dropping a spread in the general direction that they probably are coming. I don't really have a whole lot of hell of a chance to actually hit him. Same way with these shells. At this distance, yeah, it's pretty shitty with the Japanese guns to actually hit another destroyer. And then, like I said, I'm way the fuck off. So coming back around, got the Goldberg, sitting at 1 versus 4 now, and thinking to myself, maybe I can make it go with this. But once again, with that. With those wonderful planes sitting over top of me, it's not going to be relatively easy here. So I lay one out there, lay one there, and I'm just laying it out there, hopefully maybe that he's going to run into it. I don't really honestly expect him to actually hit him, but there's an outside chance he might run into those set of torps here. So get a couple shots in the Mitsuki. He's on my tail. I got some torpedoes on my tail now. Yeah. Take out everything, actually. So I got an engine out, got steering out, hit the repair just in case. And now I'm dodging torps. I got the Mitsuki on fire, and of course I get set on fire just as I hit my repair. But I had to, otherwise I've been running into the island. And I'd still be fucked. So, got the Isukaze right behind me. Oh, I get a weird split on that shell, and he's down to 342. I need one more to finish him. Finish him off. I'm at 125,000, and I make the island. All right. So 1 versus 3. I got 750 hit points, and I got a plane. But let's not forget the planes, because, you know, and he's doing a nice job. He's switching out his torpedo planes, sending them back to reload, and he's keeping his bomber plane over top of here to fuck with me. So I laid one around the corner just to see if the cruiser's coming around the corner or the destroyer, but either and or doesn't really matter. If I don't do something, I'm still gonna lose. So let's see what we can do here. I'm just gonna YOLO in here because I could hide behind the island the rest of the game and just, you know, lose. But you know what? I'm not that kind of player. So Let's see what we can do here. See if we can pick up anything. And the game is almost over with. They're still going to win. Pick up one shell, and of course the Suki kills me. So hope you guys enjoyed the game. I hate fucking losing games like that. I just absolutely hate it. But good to go. Thanks for watching.